Welcome to the show. Good evening, Loria.
Wow, look at you. Those speech therapy lessons are paying off.
A teardrop in the dark of sadness that never happened.
So deep and so homicidal. Insert lady killer double entendre here. Am I right, ladies? So, anyone special in your life, the host?
Husqvarna.
Oh, Swedish girl, huh? She must have been pretty smart if she fell for you. Haha.
Very sharp.
What does she do?
Limb removal.
She's in the tree care industry. That's so cool. You'll have to introduce me to the seductive nature girl sometime.
We can share.
Haha. I don't know about that. My husband, socially inoffensive celebrity guy, might not be crazy about that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how wild the Niemantemi festival gets this year.
Leatherface.
Wait a second. Husqvarna? Are you asking me to a chainsaw massacre, the host? Possibly of the Texas variety?
Yes.
That is so sweet. Yes. Oh, Niemantemi. Yes, let's go for the high score.
Bloodlust.
This is so exciting. I'm getting a brand new selfie stick. Oh, we're going to tailgate beforehand too? I am making my patented Angus sliders. We're going to need the protein to keep our energy up.
Delicious.
Stop justifying subpar movies by saying things like, well, it wasn't very good, but the kids seem to be inspired by it, so maybe it's not all bad. Yeah, sure, if you want your kids grown up to be a fool, you can instead, show your kids a good movie to be inspired by. If you want shitty kids with shitty role models because you want to be a shitty parent, well, that's your prerogative. Just don't pretend you're doing something noble by not correcting your kids' shitty taste in movies. It's just another drop of poison in the well water, rippling out, corrupting the minds of a generation. No need for expensive, procedural, intrusive treatments when a Clockwork Orange-style behavior modification is being handed out for free. Subjects enthusiastically line up for treatment. They know the product is raw poison, but they love the logo on the package, so they ignore the negative side effects. They hope if they suffer through enough behavioral modifying treatments, maybe the poison will somehow turn into something they love as much as that special little logo on the package. We live in an era where people viciously defend name brands. Fuck you, Apple. Regardless if the product has completely lost its value. I know the product sucks, but I love the logo on the package, so I gotta buy it. Let me spread my love of this candy-shelled poison like some sort of malicious typhoid Mary. You choose to sicken the world with lies, rather than demand the poison under your beloved little logo was actually something beneficial. You desperately defend the corrupted product, Flint, Michigan's water supply. You spineless cowards! I love logo, so who cares if the product is bad? Better stay blindly loyal to logo, so this shitty manufacturer, this shitty product under this logo means nothing and continues to chlorinate cognitive growth, all because you love logo. You selfish burden on society. Can I get a witness?
Hey y'all, settle in. Let old Monkfish grab a tube and calmly drift down the river with you for a while. Everybody situated? Feeling right? Let's dip our feet in the cool water and get this lazy river ride started. One weekend, after the county fair, I hitched the rowboat to my Ford Asphalt Destroyer 27,000. I took a sexy live wire up to the lake for some mudding and some make my dead relatives blush and turn their heads canoodling. For a while, it was a grand old time, catching big old catfish with my bare hands by day and doing things at night with that insatiable minx to cause the spying spirit of my great Grams to run out and grab several cartons of cigarettes. Then one day, you won't believe it, I come up from the water, huge catfish on my fist, and a damn brown bear come walking out from the forest on his hinders. Then I saw something that made me swear I must have been indulging in Mama's classic ether blends. The bear leaned back and finished off a fifth of whiskey. He smashed the bottle against a rock and stumbled up to my lady friend who was grilling us up some catfish flanks. I yelled for her to look out, but it was too late. The damn bear cold-cocked my lady friend right in the jaw and runned off. I swam to shore. The girl was unconscious, but seemed okay. So I chased the bear down. I get about 10 feet from the bear, and I yell, "Hey bear, why you punching ladies in the face?" The bear froze. I'm a bit fearful at this point, but I'm committed to defending my friend's lady honor. Slowly, the bear turns around. At this moment, I'm wishing I threw on a pair of shoes before I started this pursuit. Then, my fears turned to wonderment. It was damn Nicolas Cage in a bear suit. He was majestically drunk, like a unicorn of inebriation. I said, "Damn it, Nicolas Cage bear, you cold-cocked my lady friend." He said, "Of course then, I just beat the shit out of him. Nick wasn't such a bad guy, though. After the beating, I invited him back to my cabin for some beers and burnt catfish flanks. He taught me how lucrative black market mini golf was in the area and imparted some pointers to help me get in on the action. Now, when my lady friend finally woke up on the shore bank, Nick even ran her through a basic concussion protocol. He gave her some ice from the cooler for the swelling. And that's the story of how I met Nicolas Cage. He sure struggled like a champ when the police came and dragged him away from his burnt catfish flank. He looked like the 4th of July with all those tasers hitting him. The police explained Nick was wanted for illegally impersonating a bear while intoxicated, assaulting other people on the lake as a fraudulent bear, and desecrating a tasteful depiction of Abigail Adams birthing the future president by scrawling something about being the real Slim Shady on John Quincy Adams' swaddling cloth. Yes, sir, just another day in the life of yours truly, an American original.
Senor Crouts and the Foliage discuss a news report seen at a stop along the trail.
Hey, did you, catch any of that news report that they were playing back at the trading post?
No, I was busy replacing the jerky and trail mix rations you devoured.
Hey, I told you, I have it on good authority that it was a raccoon.
Raccoon my ass, the rations have depleted exponentially overnight for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's a tenacious little varmint.
We hike about 15 miles per day. You're telling me this raccoon has been following us and stealing our food for over 200 miles?
Yes.
He also climbs up into a tree each night, neatly unseals our food container, eats his fill, neatly reseals the container, and then disappears back into the forest, only to do it again the next night?
Nature's bandit. Plus, raccoons have opposable thumbs. Really, there's no telling what they're truly capable of.
Raccoons don't have... Whatever, just tell me about the news report.
Okay, so apparently 2 criminally insane mental patients escaped a hospital during a violent riot.
Well, that's frightening.
Yeah, it is. One of the patients is famous celebrity person Loria.
Wait, famous celebrity person Loria? From the King Julian Child birthday massacre? That Loria?
The very same.
Oh, wow. Guess that cocktail of medication she was supposedly on might have needed some tweaking. What about the other guy?
Imagine someone with similar talents to Leatherface, who spoke kind of like that mutant hobbit that, bit off Frodo's finger at the end of the Star Wars trilogy.
Uh-huh.
And he also fancied himself an entertainer.
Oh, wonderful.
It gets even crazier. These 2 mental patients commandeered the set of a late-night TV show, and they've taken the whole crew hostage, forcing them to broadcast shows with the 2 patients playing the roles of host and movie star guest.
Never underestimate the homicidally narcissistic. They're not actually broadcasting those shows, right?
You'd think that. The report said that people have been responding positively to the new personalities. Ratings for the program are the highest that they've ever been.
Seems a tad exploitative, even for the television industry. Entertainment executives having scruples.
The story gets even weirder, really. The two comedians who were booked that very night that the takeover happened are the only two people who were allowed safe passage to and from the studio.
Yeah, but why would they risk their lives? Unless they're working with the police to help negotiations.
Yeah, the police have prepped the comedians to be the go-betweens.
How's that going?
The mental patients took a shine to the comedians, and they've asked them to perform every single show.
That's fortuitous. Then they have an excuse to help end the standoff.
I don't know, the comedians are bringing the hostages food, but there's speculations that their priorities have been compromised.
What? Why do they say that?
Well, think about it. The comedians have featured roles on a TV show hosted by criminally insane mental patients. That also happens to be a high-profile hostage situation.
Oh, my leafy tree father, you're right! You can't buy that kind of publicity. Even if they're literally the worst comedians ever, they're guaranteed a book deal. They'll be on every talk show.
Yeah, see, you get it. As long as the public doesn't perceive any of their actions as harmful to the hostages' lives, those comedians have it made.
That's so fucked up.
Yep. This whole world is fucked up.
I wonder why the crew doesn't just bail during a taping of the show. If there's only two mental patients and they're not dragging the hostages on set with them,
They're not.
then at least some of the crew could probably make a run for it.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder why they haven't tried that.
That is a good question.
Hey, by the way, you want to go see a live taping of a television show?
Sure, I got nothing to do.